Hey everyone, welcome back to Crypto Cash. Thanks again for joining me here. Hope you're having a fantastic day. Congratulations to everybody for some awesome profits here for Bitcoin. That is awesome news. Look at how strong it is looking here. Very, very good stuff. So we're going to talk about sustainability, if that's even possible at this point. 52,000, which it almost perfectly is essentially that key level resistance for us. And then obviously we can take look at the bigger picture, because those are some weekly candlestick closures, these lines here. And no, I don't just draw arbitrary lines on the charts. They may look like that, but all these lines here are very specific key resistances from previous time frames that we need to be aware of. Okay, right now 52,000 holding like a champ. Same thing here as well with 51,000 even. That's also a previous week close. So we just want to be mindful. We might actually be range bound here for a moment and then the price legs up, or it doesn't look back again, just continues higher because money is just flowing into this coin. So if you are new to the channel, not a financial advisor, I love to teach people to trade. I hope you can learn something today. Quick congrats again to our community members here for our Premium Plus group. Our day trades are scalping like crazy. XRP, Solana, Cardano, and more Cardano. So a lot of ADA trades there. Also take a look here as well. These are swing trades. We took these trades roughly 2 days ago. Reef 36%, Bitcoin 86%, all targets achieved. We took our long from 43,000. When everybody else was shorting, we were taking longs. That took us 12 days to hit that target, and then of course ICP 32% so far in 2 trading days. So good stuff there. Our Dogecoin is getting close to its profit target as well. We got a long open there too. So let's talk about why this may sustain or why it may not. Okay, so let's go ahead and quickly jump into this is the last 7 days worth of liquidation levels here, and you can kind of see it's all over the place. Heavier concentration at 46.5. I think that if the price does pull back, 45K is probably the lowest we're going to see, just because that's a a previous resistance range, and there's a lot of accumulation between 45 and 46. But decent amount of liquidation there too. We can also see a lot more shorts entering the market. These guys never stop. 52,700 is roughly the next level of liquidation. Okay, but these shorts at 52,000, roughly 51.7, got destroyed. Okay, unfortunately, a lot of people, in other communities as well as ours, we're trying to short Bitcoin at 50,000. I get the logic, but still, again, right now, big money, the way things are moving ever since the Bitcoin ETF, things are way different now. It is not necessarily a good consideration to short. Now, it's one of those things right now where it's like, okay, it's super overextended. I'm just going to go ahead and short and have some good luck. If you want to kind of throw a lucky trade out there, a lucky short, so to speak, with low leverage, low position sizing, I side with that. That's okay. That's understandable. But if you're going to go hard and you're gonna put everything you got into a short of 52,000, I think you got another thing coming. You're gonna be having a very, very bad day here soon. And again, when Bitcoin continues like it does, and it has, it's hard to say how much further it's going to go. Logic would tell you, and again, logic doesn't necessarily apply to trading, does it? Specifically crypto trading. But right here, we're at an 8 on TD sequential. We've been ramping up literally 8 days straight if you exclude yesterday. Okay, and that's a pretty big deal. Okay, so in most cases, when Bitcoin goes up to a 9, it'll notoriously turn itself around. Okay, so we're expecting that, but hypothetically, we see a similar scenario here. To say we go from a 9 down there, we are looking somewhere at a correction of just only say down to about 49,000. Okay, again, this is one very small example, but just giving you a kind of a consideration for the fact that more recently, when we saw the price jump from 38 to roughly 40, that was like 45K. Similar scenarios happening right now, where we got like a lot of confused people. The price action shouldn't be doing what it's supposed to be doing. It's supposed to be following its 4-year cycle. It's not. Ever since Bitcoin ETF, the market is all sorts of wonky. Okay, so please understand the macro analysis, I think, is a little bit more official or efficient, so to speak, than it is to just kind of look at a lot of smaller bearish time frame movements. Okay, as they're just surprising the hell out of everybody right now. Okay, so taking a look here at the weekly, just to quickly clarify, I just want to reaffirm that we're pretty much bullish in every sense of the word. Okay, got a stochastic swing to the upside. We're over 70 in the RSI. Money flow index is still high. MACD convergence or MACD FU here recently. A lot of reasons why the price action is doing very well and should continue to move up. Keep in mind too, these lines here, previous week close at about 51,000. Previous week high, we got 3 wicks right there and 2 candlestick closures right there at 52,000. That's why these levels are providing some resistance. You got to recognize though, there's not a lot between here and there though. The next highest would be roughly 58,500. Okay, so we can just kind of put that on the chart just for S and Gs right now and kind of see what that looks for. If you're not familiar with SNGs, go ahead and look at that up. That is an acronym for words that I choose not to use in the channel. But regardless of this fact here, I mean, we are looking pretty strong here, okay? So what we're going to do is we're going to look at the daily time frame here. We're going to zoom in. We are going to reverse our fibs for the moment until today's candlestick closes, because once more with fibs, you never adjust it until we've hit its top, and today's candlestick hasn't closed yet. So we're going to look at basically yesterday's candlestick closure and what the current candle is looking like here so far today. Okay, so daily time frame, this is going to look a little funny here, of course, because we're zoomed in and it's just, all you see is green. But the simple way to understand it is that we're truly bullish on every single daily time frame, okay, or every single indicator on the daily time frame. We are maxing out ish right there at stochastic RSI. Commonly, that can be a reversal if you stay up there for too long. But money flow index, look at this guy. Monstrous, folks. This is awesome. This is exactly why we're able to sustain this price point, because we got money flowing into the coin. This will inevitably start coming back down. You got to recognize that. But for right now, still holding strong. I would say we're probably going to see this kind of continuation, or the price should stay in its current range between now and Friday. And then my speculation is we might see a sell-off into business Friday, maybe over the weekend. Some shenanigans, of course, but we're getting close to an overextended state here. And it's just something to be mindful of. Do you short into overextension? Absolutely not. But it can be beneficial if other timeframes contribute to that, right? So let's take a look here. This is kind of where we're at here with the fibs. So we can kind of see that this 1.272 is acting as a tentative support. They're at 51,300. I'm rounding up a little. Also tentative resistance at 1.414. That is 51,800, okay? So 51.8 as low as 51.3 is the tentative range that we're in right now. Now, it's more common for a 1.618 level to be swept or tested at any point in time. Again, 0.618 is the most common Fibonacci retracement level in trading. So whether or not it has a 1 in front of it, a 2 in front of it, or a 0 in front of it, it's going to likely hit those levels. So my anticipation here is that all these shorts here right now, with these shorts hedged right at about 52,700, we might see one more candle wake up before the price pulls back. Again, there's no guarantees. The price could even shoot through that and not even look back, because we have very little resistance between 52,000 and 58.5, okay? So what's the game plan here? Well, the game plan is to probably not consider shorting. If you're going to consider shorting, like I mentioned in my community, low leverage, low position sizing. Please ensure that you're using tight targets too. It's not the kind of market you can get greedy with. Like, you're not going to be able to do a short from 52,000 to 30,000. If you do that, then you're just super lucky and all the cards fall into place. We literally need a black swan event to be able to get the price action anywhere lower than 40,000, yet alone 45. Okay. Again, those are just my personal feelings. Again, everybody has their own personal thoughts, and that's okay. You're entitled to think what you want. But me, just based on history and the way that things have shifted from like the 4-year cycle to an ETF cycle, which we're probably going to have to recalibrate and see what that looks like, we're seeing some super strength here. And with the Bitcoin halving coming up and the supply of Bitcoin going down, there's just a lot of reasons why Bitcoin may never look back. Okay, so I'm not saying to go hard right now and along at 51.6, but I think you're statistically more probable to have success going up than you are down right now. Just kind of the way it goes. MACD convergence on the 4 hour still. Our traditional RSI is up over 70. We want to pay attention to see when it comes back down, because if you see here, when RSI came back down under 70, it was right at this point. So this is right where the RSI dropped below 70. Okay. Now you could argue that it dropped below 70 because the candle pulled back. That's absolutely true. But the bottom line here is that when the RSI is up over 70, the common rule of thumb is to not sell until it crosses over that level. Again, a lot of confirming factors I use in my own personal trading and even my day trading bots has a lot to do with taking profit when the price action crosses over 70 or below 70 when it's overextended above. Again, just some arbitrary abstract thinking there. Generally speaking, at this point, there's no reason to consider a short because we have no bearish divergences whatsoever on the 4 hour time frame. Until we drop below 49,000, which is right where the 20-day SMA is hanging out, we have zero reason to consider shorting. Okay, again, the 20-day SMA isn't like the only thing you want to use, but it's a very good indicator in letting us know that we are either on the right side or the wrong side of the tracks. Right now, we're on the right side of the tracks if you're in a long position. If you're in a short, you may want to reconsider, okay? So again, just some thoughts. And I know there's going to be that occasional person that shorted right there at exactly 50,000. They're feeling really good right now. That's okay. I hope you find some benefit there, and we do see another Bart Simpson, okay? Right? We got the hairline and the forehead. So that's kind of what we're looking for. All right, let's go ahead and wrap this up here. Hourly time frame. You know where I'm going to go with this here. There's zero reason to consider shorting because we are well above the cloud, conversion line above the baseline, lagging spans free and clear. I don't care if the price drops to 49,800 right now. It would still confirm bullish behavior, and it would still confirm that you want to keep your long position open. I know that seems kind of faulty, right? But the truth is you don't know if the price is going to drop. Why not keep it open? Because the position, everything we've verified so far is moving up. Why try to move down when everything's moving up? Why swim upstream when you're swimming downstream? Why drive into oncoming traffic when you could literally just drive with the traffic? So those are kind of some terrible analogies. You know me by now if you watch the channel. I don't do analogies very well, but the concept here is simple. We're in a bullish trend. You don't short into a bullish trend. Okay. Statistically speaking, you're going to have a lot less success. So what's going to happen next? Well, the truth is we don't know, but I'm going to anticipate some range-bound activity between 51.3 and 51.8. Round numbers, 51,000 to 52,000. And then we're going to go ahead and see where we're at here on the daily candlestick closure. And anyone is asking about any new trade signals, just a friendly heads up. I don't just send signals to send them. While it is true that I have over 200-300 traders at any given time following my signals, and I want to make sure that we're careful for you, I'm careful for myself, and I've always been that way. So I'm not just going to force a trade. The trades we took yesterday, we hit 2 out of our 3 targets essentially for the 3 trading pairs that we took. So you got to recognize those trades are just fine, and we'll be in good shape here moving forward, right? So at this point, I think no trade is a good trade. Okay, that's just me personally. But again, if you insist on a short position, I would recommend maybe waiting for that sweep of that upper fib level, 52.5, 52.7, and then maybe consider shorting then. But again, that whole thing happens over and over again, doesn't it? Right? Where we wait for these liquidation levels to be swept and new ones come in. So it's all the people that are shorting right now are half the problem as to why the price keeps shooting up. So think about that. All right, anyways, that's all we got here, folks. Last but not least, of course, thank you Bitunix for an awesome opportunity for our community members. Link down below, cryptocash.tech. If you want to become a better trader, join my trading signals and academy and community. We've got an awesome group of folks over here. Thanks again so much for just an awesome opportunity to be able to work with some fantastic traders. We also got a couple of promotions yesterday too. Quickly to note, David Michael, he's one of our new admins, and same with Mac. They're both stepped up to the plate there. They've been helping out the community a lot, so thanks again so much for your help. Appreciate you guys. We'll see you on the next video. Hope you have a great rest of your day. Take care.